Hello everyone, in this lecture we are going to see the plotting of parabolas. Firstly, I have set my current working directory and I am going to launch Synops. Now I am going to do in a new file. Yeah. Initially, while performing image operations and all, first better you clear the console because we may run for many times. So always while you are saving, first while executing, you won't get direct output. It will ask whether to clear screen or not, as we have mentioned those in first two lines. Once that process is done, then the output will be generated based on our program in step-by-step sequential manner. And I am going to use a function for printing this. Let me say function y. Uh, Automatically you are getting end function because my version is somewhat older version and some versions does not support it, and now you can see function y equal to h of some, let me say x value. Yeah, within the function now I am going to write y equals to x into x. Nothing but we know that y equals to x square. Yeah, here if you are going to next line, you are getting some color. Once you keep semicolon also, you will get the same, but the semicolon is must and should because as we are going to plot many points in parabola, on console you will get continuous y values. And once the function is ended, now go to next line. And now we are going to use linspace, nothing but linear spacing because we want to distribute the values linearly within some range. Linspace of, let me say some minus 5 comma 5 comma 50, not 10, let me give some 50. Yeah, what does the linear space indicates is it used to distribute between the values, nothing but here the actual range is minus 5 comma 5. According to mathematics, we know that infinite values exist between any two numbers. Similarly, for example, if you take 1 comma 2 comma 50 also, based on our distribution cells, nothing but this 50, nothing but sample, how many samples you want from the given range. It based on that you will get the decimal values. If for example, if I will say 1 comma 2 comma 4, then it will print with 0.25 range. That's the meaning of this using linspace, nothing but linear distribution. Now for plotting, similarly I am using our plot function. What actually I want to print, this x value, and what is the name of the function. Don't think that name of the function is y is the variable which we are going to alter. The name of the function is always h comma. Next, coming to design, you can give any of your designs. For example, I am giving og. I'll tell what is the purpose I have mentioned there. And for example, you are getting simply output. I want to give some title for it. You can use the title function. In that, I am mentioning y equals to x square plot. And you can also give, as we are printing in 2D, nothing but a graph like structure, we will give names for x axis and y axis in general. For that, as similar to Python, Matplotlib and all, we are using x label and y label. For x label, you can say it as x values. For y value, you can say as y values. Y label, we will use the function. For that also, you can name. Even though if you give your name inside this parameters also, it will work. We are using this as these are type of strings, y label, and legend we are using to separate it because for this program it does not show that much effect, but the next program which I am going to see, there you can notice why actually I am using legend. Y equals to x square curve. Yeah, as I told, the values will alter. Don't forget to give semicolon. Now I am going to save it as it is simple parabola. I am going to save it as parabola dot sce. Yeah, now you can execute it. Save and execute. Yeah, you won't get output since I have mentioned CLC in the first line itself. Firstly, it clears console. Yeah. Now you can see that why I have used OG. Here O is nothing but for as a part of symbol we have used O, and G is nothing but green color. That's the reason our output is in green color. And here you can see that total the count will be equals to 50 because for samples we have taken 50. Now what if I won't keep G here? Because we always need to work on various outputs so that from errors also we can learn a lot. Yeah. Now you can see it is the default color. Not only circle, even I can use any of the symbol. Let me take star R. You will get red color plottings, red color stars. We need to always close the output window because continuously if you do, you will get the errors. Yeah, you can see 50 stars are available. And this is the title, this is the X label, this is the Y label, and this is the purpose of legend. Legend not here because when we are performing with multiple tasks, there we must and should use the legend. And now, similarly, one more. Now I am going to explain parabola with line segment. So let me close this. As same program I am going to use, I am copying it. Let me take a new file. Yeah, and here up to here the code is same for as I am using for line parabola. Now within the parabola, how to use line segment? For that, you need to make use of not only this plotting. This first time plotting we are going to use for parabola. Let me give another different colors. Circle red color. And now, as before we have mentioned, now within this range, let us consider some random values. Or let me take from some default value minus 7 comma 10. Those are x values, and these are y values. And for here, I don't want to use third parameter because I want to make it simple. So now let me show the resultant output. Yeah, here you can see for y equal to x square curve I have mentioned. But now I am also using line segment, right? So now I also want one more for line segment. By altering different technologies, I will show you. Parabola line I am saving, nothing but parabola line segment. Now let me execute this, clearing the console. Yeah, here you can see that you are getting a line segment. See, the reason why I have used legend is to know the difference. We may simply understand that this red color belongs to parabola, this blue color belongs to line segment. But how the person who don't know the Scilab software or this plottings, how can he understand? So here you can see that this red color dots are nothing but it belongs to parabola, nothing but y equal to x square curve. And this blue color line indicates the line segment. Now for line segment, let me give some other color also. We need to close this. And here I am going to mention one color. Let us take green color. I am saving it. Execute. Clearing the console. Yeah, now you can see the output changed. This parabola part remains constant, but this line segment part is changed. And similarly, we can perform on various technology fields, like for example, in a stock market or in retail stores like shopping malls, there how they separate based on the customers arrivals and those all. There we use the legends like for example, if we consider bar graph for success and failure, for success we use green color, for failure we use red color bar, like that we can mention. And in the next lecture, we are going to see the 3D plotting. Since now what we have discussed is completely belongs to 2D. Thank you.